Hello to everybody in Speak Out Dundee, comrades. Glad you're here to be watching this screening of Pride the movie. So my name's Mike Jackson. I was Secretary of Lesbians, Gay Sport and Minors 40 years ago this year, and I remain so. It's a great movie. We were asked about what we did, and the movie company and the writer, particularly Stephen Barrows, took lots and lots of notes about what we did. And so 70% or so of what you see in the movie is actually really what happened. But we're very comfortable with the fact that there's an amount of it which is fictional, both people and events. So for those of you who've not seen it before, your challenge is to try and work out what's fictional and what's not fictional in terms of characters and events. We were very pleased with the end result of it. Artistically, it was beautiful. As I say, the content was based on ourselves, but not the actually artistic presentation of the movie. You can imagine having a movie like that made about your life. The last 10 years has been amazing. But we've used it consistently to big up trade unionism in particular, and the notion of solidarity that's connected with trade unionism. And that's been a great opportunity, really, to be able to do that and celebrate trade unionism, especially against the backdrop of, frankly, worse conditions than they were 40 years ago, because Thatcher won, essentially. The society we live in now is inexorably worse than it was 40 years ago. And there's this myth that when people get older, they become more right-wing. What a lot of toss that is. Me and most of my friends who are crumblies like me, we're more angry than ever we've been. So, you know, it's great being able to take these opportunities. The Labour Party, certainly in England, is just ridiculous now. It's sold out completely to capitalism. It's pro-capitalism. It's anti-socialist. It's anti-trade union. It's a waste of space as far as I'm concerned. Especially run by the guy I refer to as the leader of the Deputy Conservative Party, Keir Starmer. So that, to me, shows really that the trade unions really are the last fighting force of the working class, always have been. A lot of people are under misapprehension that the Labour Party sprung out of the trade union movement. That's not completely true. It was a mixture, for sure, of that, people from the Labour and trade union movement, but unfortunately what's also true, it was an alliance with what was then known as the Whigs. Today we call them the Liberals. So it never really had a revolutionary beginning, the Labour Party. It was always a reformist organisation. And now that it's gone the way it's going, the only organisations left to support working class voices and working class lives, which is the majority of people, 90% of the population are working class. They don't own the means of production. They work for a living, and therefore they're working class. And the only organisations that are there to defend working class people is the trade union movement, which is actually the biggest voluntary movement in Britain by a very, very long margin. Even though the membership of trade unions is half what it was 40 years ago, we still have between 6 and 7 million people in the trade union movement. And it's our turn now to make sure that the trade union leaders are left-wing, fierce and fighting, like people like Mick Lynch in the RMT, and fight for our rights, not just for better pay, not just for better conditions, but all the other good things that trade unions do, like acts of solidarity around issues like Palestine. So enjoy the movie, enjoy what looks like a fantastic week of events that the Trades Council are putting on for you. The publicity looks wonderful, and I hope to get up to Dundee and meet you all. Enjoy. Solidarity forever. Bye-bye.